Yeah, and because if we don't like it, we're gonna edit them. So. And you can talk from there. Feel free to say, hey.
Hey guys, we are ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, so you're taking care of pretzels. Yes. I want to remember to ask everybody today, if they were an M&M, what color they would be. I
And why?
Because it's nice to know what color people like to be. I mean, I know what color you like to wear, but what color you like to be. Today is the planning meeting. We are going to be talking to a few different people about what a dance show on PATV should be. Because different people, have different ideas. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So, Louis Raw.
Yes.
You are a very famous person in Iowa City.
I am so famous.
You are, because you are an amazing visual artist.
Oh, thank you.
Who loves to hang out and work with dancers.
Yeah, I do love working with dancers. That is true.
And why do you like working with dancers?
I like working with dancers because they are fun. I love movement, and they like to party.
We do like to party.
But also, everything that goes with dance, the movement, the story, the costumes. Just love it all.
Yeah, and you like tutus.
I love tutus.
Yeah, we're going to have a program with all
I'll wear tutus?
Yes,
I'm in on that one.
Yes. What kind of show would you like to see on TV about dance?
Iowa City in this area has so much going on as far as cultural dancers, the different genres of dance. I just think a couple different guests every week, or a guest, maybe a focus on a type of dance, and then interviews about the creative process, about costumes, about we talked one time about having a ballerina show how they break in their shoe. I would love to see that.
The point
shoes.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think there's so many possibilities.
Yeah. So do you think that people would like to see, for example, what happens backstage, or what happened, you know, when you are presenting a show. Everything may be wonderful on the stage, but you really don't know what's going in the back or in the dressing rooms.
I know. I don't know how you know. Would you just like put hidden cameras?
Hidden cameras. No one needs to know.
or would somebody reenact misbehaving backstage? Like, here's a diva fit.
Yeah. No, I think it should be the real thing.
Yeah.
It should be just a very real thing. You know, this happened. I'm sorry, people. We have you in camera now.
Yeah.
And we can
Here's your release form.
sign it. We want you there. Yes.
Sign this, you get free cookies.
Yeah, no, I think that's something interesting to show.
Yeah.
Because we want, or at least what I want, is this show to be something that everybody wants to see. So someone who is just browsing channels.
Yeah.
And see this and they say, oh, I wanna
What
watch
is this?
that. It sounds interesting. There and you know, keep it fun and light.
I think that would be fun. I think we should have puppets too.
Yes. We could do that. So I think that I saw that Sandy Dias is there.
Yes.
Is she there? Sandy, you want to come over? So good to see you. Yay. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. This is great. I'm glad you are here. You know Louise.
Yeah, of course. We're the Doublemint twins.
Great. Yeah. So I think that Mark is going to give you actually a little mic.
Would you like to clip that on to yourself
Yeah.
in any fashion?
It goes with your colors. Nobody can see us. There is a mic there. Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
camouflaged.
Yay. Yeah. So
All right.
you look beautiful. I love that hair.
You
Yes.
look beautiful too. I like your little braids.
Yeah. What would you like to see in a program about dance? And it doesn't have to be necessarily dance. You know, here in Iowa, it's dance in general. No. What's your interest?
My interest,
When-
I think with everything, it's just kind of why people do what it is they do and maybe when they got started. I like to hear people's backgrounds, like how old you were when you started dancing, Nora, and you were 5. Yeah, I'd like to hear those stories. I like to hear how you got from being 5 and you know, what was it that drew you to dance when you were 5, and then how you made it here to PATV.
The big time.
Cheers. Cheers. Yes. Oh, someone is here.
Whoa.
Who's there?
Hey, it's
Sherry
me.
Stevens. Hey. It's good. Great to see you. I
Love your house.
We have drinks and munchies. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Yes.
Nice to see you.
Louise. Hi, honey.
Nice to see you.
Okay.
Yes. So
Thanks,
we can offer you a drink.
Oh, thank you.
And
Lemonade
then
for me.
You need to share your experience with dancer and your interest in being part of a program about dance.
Well, I have to say that I think that people want to know how to do movement. people who are watching us, people who've never taken a dance class in their lives, who are never gonna take a dance class in their lives, maybe they wanna learn a little teeny bit about how to move. And maybe it's just how to move your arms, how to, you know,
Yeah.
get some of our friends who do Near East dance to teach people how to move their hips. You know, really
Right.
simple
Yeah,
stuff
Yeah, and I
to,
should be taking notes, and I'm not.
yeah.
But I
But I
should
mean,
be doing all that, yes. So, do you think also that, like, going around downtown, for example,
Yeah.
with a camera, and going to a rehearsal or going to Studio 13 and videotaping drag queens and things like that, because that is all part of the dance
Yeah, community, yeah.
in the community, no?
yeah, I mean, there are all sorts of people doing movement to music
Right.
that folks might not even think of as dance.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
yeah.
and I think we have a lot of cultural dancing that people don't know about.
It's
the
amazing how
African
much is
dance,
there.
Indian.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we've done shows before, I have been just kind of blown away at the quality and the level that dancers around here
Right,
are.
right.
Yeah,
perform.
yeah, we have some really amazing ethnic dancers
Yeah.
here in Iowa City.
Yeah.
And
I know, it's, yeah.
yay.
I want to walk out of here now because I
Nora,
wanna,
you're going to leave us.
I want to make room for you to talk to Eloy for a little
All right.
while.
Okay.
Don't ask him
All right.
about Mexico thing because that is another interview that we are having. So
Absolutely.
we are
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
what would you like to do, Eloy Barragan, if you were here?
Hele, Eloy.
Okay.
Ladies, how you doing?
Hi.
Always good to be around beautiful ladies.
Uh,
Salud, besito. And Sherry, let me come to you
Oh,
because
come
I
to
know
me.
you're hooked up with you.
all right, all right. Mwah. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hola. So, what you guys are talking about? I hear that you're talking about some kind of dance.
Yeah, we got this project going on, this show.
show.
It's a
Nora's
show.
House of Dance. And we want to figure out what it's going to evolve into and what would be important to see.
Well, that project could be like from just the first door now and then 100 or 1,000 doors open, even more. Because there is so many different kinds of genres, different cultures, different people.
Yes.
And through the TV, it's like we reach way more people than if we had been in just in a one home on one theater. With TV, we really reach so many more people.
Yeah.
So I think that creates so many more opportunities and things to do.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. It sounds fun to do something like that. And something that is focused not just in one genre, but in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, more general.
Yes, in more general. And I love that what you were saying, like what people do, how they got there, and what inspired them, or what, why they do what they want to do, knowing that sometimes it's not very, doesn't give you enough money sometimes. But you do it just because it's some struggle in it from the get-go, from when you're a student till you become a professional. It's always a struggle. It's always a very big struggle. But it's like, why you do it?
Yeah.
You know?
There are a lot of people who have a day job and their real passion is dance and they do dance all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I used to think that was only dance that way, but I figure out now that there are many people who are like scientists.
yeah.
They love to be in their labs, or photographers. Yes, like Nora, she's a chemist. They love that, and that's part of their lives. And I think
Yes.
that's something that, I mean, the more we do what we love to do, can be dance, can be acting, can be science, can be something, I don't know, even mathematics. People
be
are
cooking.
fun. Cooking. Paul, we see that King is here.
All right.
You are now number 2.
How's everyone doing?
Sweetie?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Bye.
Ciao, Lloyd.
She took the pretzels with her.
She did. He did.
So, what were
Welcome.
you guys talking about?
We're talking about this show about dance, Nora's House of Dance.
Yes, that's a great name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So if you were watching PATV and were coming on to some show about dance, what would you want to see?
Well, I'm one of those type of people that like to actually see people dancing. So if it's a show about dance, I expect to see some people dancing, you know? So whether that's just like what's usually seen around the city, you know, the traditional modern dances and ballet and things like that. But you know, I like to get a little crunk sometimes, so it'll be good to see some hip hop, some Africans, some, you know, all of those other styles that don't get the spotlight enough.
Right.
You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of that
You bet.
if we can make that happen.
Do you think that will be like live footage that people go out and get and then put on TV in the show, or would you do it in the studio?
I think it should be a combination of both, because I think it's also nice when you can get people in sort of the habitat of dancing with other people interacting with them, you know, watching it.
Right.
So I think that would be great, but also just getting people to come here and just like break it down a little bit
Yeah.
and be like, this is what I'm doing.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
So where are people doing hip hop?
Well, there aren't that many places, I've come to find out. I've actually been working with a lot of teams doing hip-hop choreography, like the Dream Divas. I don't know if you've seen them around the city
Yes,
performing.
we have.
But yeah, I work with them a lot, and that's through the Dream Center. And
Lucas Benson is part of that Dream
yes,
Center
yes.
thing. Yeah.
And the
He's
director
been-
is Frederick Newell, and he's been doing it for a few years, but they only recently started like doing more dance things. And I was the Ginsberg artist last year, so I got to bring hip hop to the elementary schools. And yeah, I went to all of them and taught hip hop.
really
So that was fun. And I tried to do a summer program this past summer, but there was interest, but then not enough action behind
Yeah,
it.
summer's hard.
So yeah, everyone already had their plans and vacations.
Right.
But I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure hip hop becomes more prominent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but I think like what we were talking before, like putting people together to support artists, not just dancers of hip hop or dancers of ballet or dancers of modern. We are in the 21st century, and I think that we should be dancers. Period. And not just dancers are also artists, like visual artists or photographers or videographers. And if we can put this house of Nora's house as a medium or as a platform to get people together.
Yes.
And say like, oh, you do hip hop, I do ballet, but let's do something together, and then have collaborations together.
Right.
Or with somebody in Indian dancing, you name it. But people that can get together and just become with an idea to collaborate together.
Yeah.
Yes, some
And start a new
fusions.
fusions, and yes, and really support each other. I mean, I love to go to the galleries or to the museums, because through that, my dancing gets inspired or my choreography gets inspired. So I hope that so the other artists are the same. They come to see dance, even though they do other kind of artistry, but they say like, okay, you get inspired and you get ideas.
While you all have been talking, I've been listening pretty carefully, and I used to work at public access TV.
No.
Yeah, a long time ago. Mark remembers.
I remember.
Anyway, I was kind of thinking about the program. Is it going to be an hour? What?
I heard a half hour.
You heard a half an
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know there were a lot of shows that were about an hour, and they were kind of broken down into segments, so it wasn't just all an hour's worth of the same thing, but it had little segments. Like, I don't know when you grew up if they had variety shows, but when I grew up,
Carol Burnett, I'm telling you.
yeah. So you know how they had this, and then they had this, and
Right.
little skits, and then they
Yeah.
have a performer, or Ed Sullivan.
It's
or
like Saturday
something
Night
like that.
Live, right?
Or
Sonny and
Saturday
Cher.
Night Live. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking about maybe the logistics of how you'd put a program like this together, is kind of thinking about that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that really my ear caught was, Eloy, you were talking about bringing lots of different artists together. I think that's really important, because as a visual artist or somebody who goes out and collects footage and then is inspired by what I see and what I hear, because I'm really into sound also, then I go home and I edit and I make these short little experimental videos. Because Mark and I were both in intermedia and we both made video art and did performance. So I feel like there isn't really a good venue in Iowa City. Now, Film Scene has been, I love it. I love going there, and they have different things, and the Angler. Well, anyway, back to what I was kind of talking about. I think the idea of getting more artists together to collaborate,
Yeah.
and just as a place to kind of meet up.
Exactly. Yeah, something really fun.
Yeah.
Really, really,
I think our host Nora is trying to come back into the conversation.
We should maybe stop here and move into
Okay.
interview more.
Awesome.
I think we had a lot of
You got it.
Perfect.
interesting ideas.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have all these clips of people.
Yes.
Can I have some
Absolutely.
of this
Work with
drink?
Esther.
Thank you. This was fun. Chatting.
Not, okay, because I saw a couple, she was here for a semester. I think she was a Grant Wood,
You can take a break or you can keep
full,
going.
or
We
not
can
a full
take a
ride,
little
but she was a
break.
Grant Wood Fellow,
Okay.
and she worked with
think
the dance
we're-
program at Iowa. You weren't in the dance program at
Take
Iowa.
the bar game.
You just came here out of the blue?
Well, my mom, well, I'm from Chicago and I went to school in California, and my mom moved here when I went to college. So she
Okay.
connected me to the dance center, and we were
And then you came back
en
here
cámara,
after you
chiquito,
finished
no cuando-
school
Yo
in
estaba-
California?
¿Estabas comiendo o no estabas hablando?
Comiendo por eso.
And you were from Chicago, okay, so that's Midwest, but
not too
this
far.
is small town Midwest.
And I also lived